at a young age was into wildlife and partook in physical activities with his friends and invested in the local animal charities as any young one does nowadays. Unprivileged Squirrels was one of the many charities that he put his hard labor and extra cash into. But one day he came home from school and grabbed the mail-in.
I see that my subscription in Grime newspaper came in. Grime newspaper, it's kind of like Time newspaper, but it deals with the newest and latest geocaching finds and outdoor goodies. But to my dismay, it outlined on the cover that the local squirrel charity that I was donating to. Sorry, the money the money it wasn't going to the flippin' squirrels. It wasn't going to. Sorry, I can't. Sorry.
Really after that, Chris was never the same mentally and physically, and it wasn't just him who suffered, it was his family too.
As you can see, this trauma had done great harm to this young man Chris and to his fellow loved ones. After seeing her son in so much discomfort, she finally decided to pay a visit to their local physician to see if his problem could be treated.
A few weeks ago, Jaquel, Chris's mom, had asked me to make an appointment with him because of how much distress he was in.
I went from weighing 453 kgs to just 400 kgs. I lost a whopping 53 kgs. Wow.
Now, all of these horrific symptoms made me think of one disease in particular. This diagnosis is one I came up with after studying for 16 years while I was in college. Now, this disease is called boanthropy. Boanthropy is a disease in which someone believes they are in the dairy farm, or one person believes they are a cow. Now, this case of boanthropy that Chris is suffering from is not a common case. This case of boanthropy makes Chris believe that he is sad.
After further examination of this disorder, Dr. Med and Jaquel discussed coping strategies for Chris's long, tough recovery.
You wouldn't even believe me if I told you, but it turns out fish, they're more empathetic and easier to help me cope with my mental problem. So I came up with the decision that I need a scaly little creature to help me overcome this big mental struggle.
So old Billy and Chris went on an adventure into the lush nature to find their local black market fish seller, Jonathan Longbristles.
Hey, what are you doing here with those cameras? Actually, we're looking for John. You know him? Well, I am him. Jonathan Longbristles. How can I help? We're actually just looking for some of your emotional support black market fish. They got a pile of them right over here. So, you guys gotta be anywhere today, or you got no kind of time limit? Nah, we're actually supposed to be at my friend's house by 1:15. I gotta help him out with some chores. Well, you know what I say. What do I say? Bros before chose. Bros before chose. Oh my God, Jonathan, you shouldn't have done that. You and your long bristles.
My long bristles. That's
Oh,
a real leg slapper, you know? Right there in the hamstring.
Right in the kidney stone.
Right in the stone.
As you can see, this foolishness that John and Billy were displaying about this serious matter made Chris just a little perturbed. But through their strong will and determination, Chris picked out the perfect one.
This pet, well, let me rephrase that. This companion, he's really changed my life. He's benefited me, not only mentally, but physically as well. I've been spending more time with my friends and my family. And on top of that, it's made me more happy in these recent couple of weeks.
My baby Chris is finally enjoying the activities he had loved before and doing them with passion.
This young man has made so much progress with his little fishy. You know, once that scam hit him, I did not think he'd be the same person as I knew before. It scared me almost as much as that bar fight I had in '76 in Montana. Man, it was awesome. But anyway, I'll get back to the topic. Thank you, Big Bertha's companions, for giving me back my favorite and only nephew.
Chris has made some of the biggest changes I have ever seen in a patient, especially one suffering from boanthropy. Sometimes we would sit down and stress or be sad together, and other times I would see him devote the energy into making me laugh. I've never seen someone put forth the effort like Chris has. He is no longer suffering except for one symptom: joy.
As a result of Chris LaCram's efforts to a happier, boanthropy-free life, he has been spending more time doing the things he loves. His fish companion GT has brought him so much joy and happiness, Dr. Met has officially cleared Chris G. LaCram of the most severe case of boanthropy in history.